Hello to my Cancers. All right, Cancers, let's get right into your reading. Let's set the tone for your reading, Cancers. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. I try to keep the videos, I was about to say, under 15 minutes. I can't remember the last time I did a 15-minute reading. We're going to try to do that, though. We'll try to do it. With whatever source brings to us, we will try to keep it short and sweet. Anyway, let's get into your reading. Let's set the tone for your reading. This is a general reading to take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. All right. Our merchandise is already also up on Etsy. If you want to go check it out, the link for Etsy is below. We have candles over there. We have everything over there. But I am generous and kind with everyone. I'm generous and kind with everyone. All right. All right. Let's pull a number. Let's pull an angel number card. Let's see. So yeah, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Take only what resonates with you. Take only what resonates with you. You know what's interesting? We're coming up on February, right? And we're closing out this cycle, and we just had a full wolf moon, right? So everybody is finding their tribe, meaning they're finding their group. A lot of things are coming to light. And usually on certain decks you have the moon card, right? The moon card may have wolves howling at the moon. It's like uncovering secrets and those kind of things. A lot of things are being revealed to me. And what's interesting to me, Cancer, before we get into your reading, is still how many human beings have a lot of the same things in common with other human beings they don't know yet, and still people still believe lies about people. That is amazing. That is truly amazing that people will still believe lies about people without getting, they'll go gossip about it and will still, based on who they feel are familiar. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So remember, set your intention. I am kind, I am generous and kind with everyone. Generous and kind with everyone. With everyone. All right, let's do it. 151, make magic. This is your angel number for your reading. So your desires are in your hand. Your angels say that time is now to create your future. The things that you want are not just going to happen on their own. You'll need to create them. The steps that you take today have a direct link to what happens to you in the future. So sit in a quiet spot, take 5 deep centering breaths. As you inhale, envision supportive energy flowing to you. As you exhale, know that what you want wants you. Yeah. So as we're moving towards this month that a lot of people call like the love month, a lot of people are really realizing how, just in these phases, how many people from your past believed things about you that were not even true. So let's dive right in. Let's dive in. There is belief in disbelief. Some people believe things about your past. Some people will not believe things about your past. And so sources said, but what's most important is what source believes about you from inside, what you believe about you, right? So you are generous and kind with everyone. You are generous and kind with everyone. So you are making magic. There's your magic, your number right there, 151, in case somebody wants to write it down. Yeah, let's get into it. Continue to make magic, Cancers. Continue to make magic. Continue to keep your vibrations high. Let's see what the leading card is. Okay. Someone is in hermit mode. Okay. I love it. You're starting out. You're in hermit mode. You're just getting some downloads from source. Just analyzing some things. So some people believe some things about you. And they were some serious things from your past. Some people believe some real serious things about you from your past. And source is bringing some information to you. Source is bringing some information to you, like physical, like analyzing. So I hope you all are journaling. Hopefully you all are journaling. And because it's going to come to you in a physical sense. It's going to come to you in a physical sense so that you'll be able to, like, wow, as sources download, you're in receiving mode of some things. 7 of Pentacles. And look, though it runs deep. It runs deep. So it's those seeds that were planted in some people's minds about you, they run deep. They run real deep. Whatever those belief systems about your past, those feelings run deep, meaning that if a person, let me give an example of what I'm talking about. Because we're in human form, right? So, let's say, for instance, you told a person that you watch tarot, for instance, and somebody had a really, really bad experience with, let's say, because it could happen that way. Like when you have a lot of gifts, you have a lot of gifts and talents. The other side of this would be psychic energy, right? But you need the physical part of it. Like you don't just I believe such and such and such and such, but you want the physical part to the belief to something, right? You want the physical evidence to what you believe about something, right? So let's say, for instance, you had a download. Let's say you are a reader and you have a download, and that download is so scary to you. You just like, okay, nope, I'm putting them cards up. This thing is just driving me crazy. Like, I don't have nothing to do with the cards or whatever downloads. Maybe it's not even cards you read. It could be something else that you read. That you just say, forget it. Nope, 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 nope. But your kids pick it up, like your kids, because that's in the generational line. But your kids are, like they come along, and their generation is a little bit more open to card reading, and they're talking about different forms of spirituality and stuff like that. And you just happen to be cleaning their room, and all of a sudden you see some tarot cards. You're like, what? What is this? For some people, no matter what a person says, they looking at it through critical lens, they're gonna believe anything. The first thing, it's just triggering for them just to hear certain things, because it connects them with something that they have not done the shadow work with, right? Remember, if you read cards yourself and you getting all these really dark downloads about things, that's to you. If you haven't done your own shadow work, you're just like, oh my God, you can't come to terms with some things. Like so that could be an example of something. But some roots run real deep for somebody. Some roots run real deep from somebody. So you're generous and kind with everyone. So I do see some money coming to you. I see some money coming to you. Yeah. I'm looking at the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody really, really planted some seeds in someone that you love. They told somebody that you love. This is a physical loved one. It could be a spouse. It could be a significant other. It could be an adult child. It could be a student. It could be a mentee. Somebody that is of value to you. Somebody planted some seeds. They took their time, like day in, day out, to plant some seeds. And those seeds for them run so deep. They wanted to make sure they were detailed and meticulous to plant those seeds in somebody that you love. So let's use tarot for a reason. For example, and they went from, if they never learned about tarot before, they went from the front cover of the book to the end of the book to teach somebody about how evil tarot is, right? Whatever it is, right? Because for them, they just saw something was just really dark, and they said, okay, you should not be, whatever, watching tarot. So some money is coming to you. Some money is coming to you. Something of value is coming to you, right? So I see a breakthrough, because somebody caused somebody to have a nervous breakdown. Literally caused somebody to have a nervous breakdown, constantly chipping away at them about you. They just had a mental break. And for you, you could be asking why. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Like, take a baby, for example. They don't want the baby to be around you, a young child to be around you. That's why I started out my reading the way I wanted to. When you hear this stuff about adults, oh, this person's a sex worker, this person do this strange stuff for money, blah, blah, and you just buy into that based on who's telling you that, you got to stop yourself and say, what is wrong with you? Here we had a Two of Cups. Somebody really loves you so much, Cancer. They saw you as a soul mate. Like, this is a kindred spirit. This could be a student of yours. a mentee. It could be somebody who is a best friend of yours. It could be your adult kids. And somebody broke their mind. Somebody broke their mind with just them, just constant. It's like taking a sword and just digging. It was mental torture to them to keep hearing all this negativity about you. I don't know if I'm talking to a man or woman, but somebody is your soulmate. And again, that's kindred spirits. That's not always romantic energy, right? So you were picking up on somebody's energy. Some of you all looking at the cards here, your physical body felt sick. You felt like you were in pain because you picking up on something coming through the air, right? It was like I said, it's a younger person. You got some good news coming across your path. It was a younger person. Somewhere on your journey and on your travel, you see these, somewhere on your journey and on your travel, you may have seen something. There were two, this is the page, and you see these two salamander here. There was like somebody on both sides of this young person putting a fire to them until they went through a rebirth. They went through a death rebirth. Like they really wanted to remove you completely from their lives, and it caused them to have a complete nervous breakdown. A complete nervous breakdown. They put this young person in between these two salamanders who caused somebody to have a nervous breakdown. Y'all know the spiritual meaning of all these signs here, all this, not just zodiac sign. We're talking about like source speaks to us in different shapes, colors, animals, insects, all kinds of things. You got to look up the spiritual symbolism of all these things. Yeah. You see these snakes right here? Do you see these two snakes right here? These energies were lying about you behind your back. And so you are aware of a lot of different things. These are familiar spirits. Yeah, these are familiar spirits. And you had some idea of who these energies were. You had some idea. But the breakthrough is coming in that, like I said before, you're going to know for certain who these energies are. So let's see what's going on. Familiar spirits. These are people that's supposed to be like family members. Or they could be blood relatives or like family members, right? So here we have, I'm seeing a, Six of Cups here. Something was done behind your back. These three energies, something was done behind your back without your knowledge, Cancer. But as far as this is these salamanders, like on both sides of this young energy here, lying about you behind your back, saying you're a snake, when actually you had an awakening. You were having an awakening. When people are going through like a Kundalini experience or a spiritual awakening, they're not the same. The Kundalini experience, like it's something sudden, right? So that could be breaking for somebody, like somebody suddenly like corner you and give you some information. That could cause you to have a nervous breakdown, especially if it's a soulmate or a kindred spirit. But when you're having like a spiritual awakening, that could be like you're gently waking up out of something. It'd be over a period of time. So for you, it could be like you had a spiritual awakening about some energies that you moved on from. But this young person, it caused them to have a break because it was too much coming at them at one time. It's like somebody this was intentional. Trust and believe it was intentional. This was intentional. Somebody definitely cornered somebody and said, we're going to just cram all this information down into somebody's ear, in their portal. And so, like I said, you are generous and kind with everyone, but something having to do with your water. Here we have the Three of Pentacles here. They were all teamed up. They were definitely on a team, and they teamed up. And here's a the source wants you to be more conservative with your time. I see you. I believe that the energy is a you could have Capricorn in your birth chart, or energy could be Capricorn. They could have Capricorn somewhere in the birth. You're dealing with 3 earth signs: Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But yeah, somebody definitely took a young person and just went all the way in. Yeah, 6 of Swords, real shady. They were being real shady, like about you moving on. It was a lot of character assassination. And I want to bring the frequency up, because as horrible as something is done to a younger person, here we have the Ace of Cups. I see you creating something brand new. I see you creating something brand new. Moving forward. What's interesting about all of this Cups energy here speaks to mental health. It speaks to what gives you joy. It was almost literally like you growing your money, doing something that gives you joy, literally caused these adults to have a nervous breakdown. So therefore, let's get a younger person and cause them to have a nervous breakdown by talking about how you make your money. What did I say at the beginning of the reading? It is amazing to me how grown adults will still believe lies about other grown adults without even knowing them. They'll go talk to their family. They'll talk to everybody else except talk to them and be direct and come right out and ask them the question, what do you do for a living? And will believe a lie over the truth. So here we have the 7 of Cups. Yeah. Now the scales are removed from your eyes. Yeah. Because now somebody is starting to see, oh my God, how in the world? This is the 7 of Cups here, which is a devil in the minor arcana, right? Now you're moving on from past disappointments, because you're just like, you know what? That really does reflect something that you've had to deal with when you dealt with people who talked about you, assassinated your character behind your back, and you got somebody in common that you sitting there listening to people assassinating their character behind their back, and they have a young person. The young person could be in their 30s, but it's still a young person. You could have a young person that's a kid. Everybody has an inner child. It's still the same. The source is saying to you, we still are portals. That's what a bell went off in somebody's brain, like ding. Okay, now I just made the connection, right? So here we have the 3 of Wands. So there's some people you won't be talking to anymore. I'm telling you, you're not even motivated to talk to them anymore because of what they create. What they create, they cause people to have nervous breakdowns, and they do it to younger people. Because had they tried it with you, water's reflective, right? You would have been able to come back at the same thing with them. Water's reflective. Like, I don't think it would have even bothered you. I think you would have been able to come back, because you all are not only smart, but you're human lie detectors, right? So you would have known what kind of game they were playing. So they had to choose somebody who felt like, they had to come up with something. Some kind of get familiar with you, find out where you go, but there's a bigger entity behind all of this. It's a much bigger entity behind all of this. It's an organization that's behind this. Make no mistake about it. It's an organization behind it. So as we get closer and closer to, you'll hear a lot of people talk about love readings and this. Focus on self-love. Focus on that. Focus on self-love. If you want to talk about love readings, you want to focus on self-love. You are making magic. You're creating something that's getting ready to grow your money. You've dealt with some energies from the past who like to get to younger people to cause them to have a nervous breakdown when they feel like you're creating something that's growing your money. And for them, if they were an adult, you're mature enough, they will come right up to you and say, hey, listen, let's collaborate. Let's work together. That's not how they came to you, though. I don't know who this is for you, but that's not how they came to you. That would be like you being an educator, and you have a student that has really taken to your nurturing energy, and you have a program that parent could volunteer if they really want mentor, and they really couldn't, like, let's say it cost for all the kids to go on trips or whatever the case may be, and they couldn't afford it. Put the ego to the side and volunteer. Like, come on, let's use brains here. Put the ego to the side and say, hey, listen, you need a helping hand. I don't have the money to go, but I can volunteer. If you need an extra hand, I can help out. Tell me where you need me. I want to take advantage of something like that. They didn't have something like that when I was growing up. Why? What? I don't get it. If it's somebody you're babysitting or something like that, you say, how, from what I understand, that's expensive. But here we have the Five of Swords. Somebody is now saying something that you said is going to come back and bite you, because what happened was, here we have the Five of Swords here, is that two people recorded something that you said or something that you did. They're going to say that's coming back to bite you, right? So that's what I'm saying. These energies they something else. Yeah, somebody went somewhere and some people recorded something that you said or something that you did. Like I said before, saying that you're a part of a sex something or something that you said. And so, looks like, let me see what else we got going on here. So yeah, trying to cause you to have a breakthrough, because they really trying to cut. It's like somebody is really, I'm telling y'all, that's what this is. Somebody is really trying to stop somebody's money. Somebody's really trying to stop somebody's money. Yeah. Somebody really wants you disciplined. Somebody really wants you disciplined. Somebody is like, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you got 6. Yeah, you dealing with two people who are very shady, and for them, it's two people that you talk to. It's two people that you talk to who was recording your conversation. It's two people. They were recording your conversation, videotaping or recording your conversation. So it would be equivalent to like, here we have, yeah. Let's see. Because you're asking why. Like, this is a motive. What is the motive? What is the reason? What is the motive? Because you created something. Like I said, you make magic. You create something, right? And it's something like these energies. When we see this card right here, we see this card right here. These energies want you sacrificed. They don't want you to dream bigger. You dream big. Like you're a person who dreams big. Like you're able to create. Like somebody, I don't know. Well, you're a Cancer, being your water sign, right? But water sign, you, Pisces, Scorpio, y'all are big dreamers. They were working with someone. There was two energies. This goes so much further back than what somebody can even realize what's happening here, because you could be still asking, why do these two energies? Why would they, this right here, why would something try to come back to you, right? You're moving on, right? But I see you moving on. I see you moving on from some shady energies, but these are energies that really could align themselves with you. That's what I've been talking about, like all years, like collaboration. Like, why wouldn't they want to collaborate? This is ego. This is all ego. This is 100% ego. Yeah. This is Three of Pentacles. These are energies that you talk to. You spent time around these energies, right? You spent time around it. So when we talk about Pentacles, spent. Not, you spent money. Like you actually spent money with these energies. Like you supported these energies, right? So if they have a store, a brand, or something, you actually paid for something. Like you actually supported this. That's why somebody's like, why? Like what what is the reason? Because they have a point to prove. Because it's not just them, it's them working with, they teamed up with someone else. They've been on the same team with someone else. Yeah. And it's about money. Here we have this is 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. They've been working for hours with someone. This is about money. This is about money. Somebody is trying to prove a point. Somebody is trying to prove a point here. So yeah, so here we have the 6 of Cups here. Because something was done behind your back without your knowledge. Something was done behind your back. Somebody, and again, this is about money. Somebody either purchased a business behind your back. It is something behind your back without your knowledge. Something was done behind your back without your knowledge, with 3 energies. Something was done behind your back without your knowledge to stop your money. So if you started to notice that there was a decline in your money, like somebody was trying to either get you into something that you kind of woke up to and was like, no, that's not something that you'd be. It was basically their way or the highway, but it wasn't like in a forceful kind of way of them saying that you figured out something. You may not even realize what you figured out, Cancer, but you figured out something. Yep, you figured out something. Yeah. So this is a 6 of Cups. You figured out something. You may not even realize what you figured out. So some people have spent a great deal of time. This is 8 of Pentacles. This great 8. You think about 8. Trying to bring you into something that some people are a part of, that they created without your knowledge. These are, when we talk about wolf energy, dark wolf energy, that they haven't told you fully what is going on. They're trying to bring you into something without you even know what the heck is what they talking about. What are they saying? Like what? They're not even telling you what it is. These are energies you're not talking to. So here we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So something is coming to you. Something is coming to you about your financial independence. Information is coming to you about your financial independence. Yeah. Something is coming to you about your financial independence. Somebody is bringing some information to you. Because you were definitely blindsided by 3 energies. Energies that you moved on from. You were disappointed. Like somebody said something to you that was almost offensive. Well, I don't even, it was almost offensive. But somebody said, it's almost like somebody saying like, because I don't think it was, what would be the word? You know how somebody could say something to you in such a slick way, Cancer, that if you got offended, they would almost accuse you of being arrogant when it's really not arrogance. It's like, really? Like, let's say, for instance, you say, you could see yourself, and I'm saying this as I saw this video on Instagram where this young lady bought a lot of acres of land. She's doing some kind of farming. She's farming, right? She was giving people a lot of farming tips. But let's say, for instance, you said you could see yourself moving to whatever space and buying X amount of acres of land and growing your own food and starting your own like a farmer's market or something like that. And somebody says to you in a way that they can't really see it. But it's almost, it's like, like you don't have what it takes to do that. We can see you doing this instead though, but you don't have what it takes to do that, right? But something has given you kind of like the fire to say, no, you can do that. You can see yourself actually buying X amount of acres of land, because again, you make magic. You're generous and kind with everyone, right? You make magic. So it's saying, yeah, you can get disciplined. You can get disciplined, and you absolutely can do it. If you just put the time in, yes, you can. If that was, if that was the case. But these energies are trying to make it seem like, okay, well, this person, they're only good for, let's say, buying something from a farmer's market, but you running your own market, on your own farmer's market, like doing, like growing your own fruits and vegetables and getting up early and going to the chicken house or chicken coop or whatever. No, we can't see that. So that's what these energies, they spend so much time basically trying to determine your future, that if you trying to put the time in to make something happen, they're basically like, no, because it's almost like it's crossing over to something that they want to do, that they're doing, but they're seeing you making magic while you doing it. So they've already tried. So okay, what do we have that we can use against them, that can come back to bite them, that can put it into something, that we can blindside them? What can we do? What can we bring back around to use against that kind of energy? Here we have the Four of Wands here. Yeah. Both of these energies here, it would be confusing to you, because it's like somebody is coming to your home. It's like somebody is coming to you, but something is confusing, because you're like, okay, they got married. Like, see these people, they got married. Like something would be confusing to you. Like, okay, and all of this, somebody got married. Like, what? That don't even fit the whole story. It's just something that's like, but then it's gonna make sense with something else. You spent money with somebody, y'all were talking, they were recording the conversation. That's first, okay? That's first and foremost, right? Something that you said to them could have come back to bite you. It could have, except you cut them off, right? And it caught them off, and that sends whatever spell work they sent to you back to them. It still affected your money in some way, shape, form, or fashion, but it was something else that you remember in your going through your because you already started a belief system when you were talking to somebody. I don't know who this was, your manager, whoever, because you started believing in yourself. That's the thing about, once you start believing in your dreams, let's go along with the farm, right? Because I feel like, I really do believe that somebody has been talking about, like, owning some land and starting a farm. I don't know anything about farming, so it's definitely not me. So, but this is what I'm seeing here in somebody's card. I feel like that's what somebody's going to do, right? And I definitely feel like there are some people who could not see you doing that, okay? But it's something else about the conversation. Something else about the conversation that made you feel some kind of way, like they know somebody, they're familiar with somebody that you know that would do anything for money, like anything for money. Like, they would get married to somebody for money behind your back. They would do something like that. Like, they would literally get married for money. And you're like, them? But you're not gonna, something, like I said, belief, there's a belief and disbelief, right? So whatever you choose to believe is what you choose to believe about them. But somebody said these specific words. Okay, so I had to make some more room here. So the specific words that were said about this energy is that they will do anything for money. And this is a family member. So somebody said they will do anything for money, literally anything, including get married behind somebody's back for money, just anything, right? Money. So somebody met somebody while we were on a vacation. Bottom line is, this is a for you, this is an energy who is a kindred spirit, right? Not to say that you would do anything for money or that you would just end to just do whatever, But this is somebody that you pick up on their energy. So if they're sick, you'll pick up on them being sick. If they're happy, you'll pick up on them being happy. If you feel like they're near, you'll pick up on. You have such a connection with this energy that you pick up on when they're in need of something, right? So that's what makes the bond really, really special. That's what makes the bond really special. And so source is going to give you the physical, evidence of something. And you won't be judging them. You won't judge them. You won't judge me because that's what the fear has been for them. The fear has been that they have no discipline whatsoever when it comes to their sexuality. They have no discipline because that's what's been said about you. You have no discipline, that you'll do anything for money. But again, source is saying, but you won't. It's not you. That's what the projection people were trying to project onto you. That's why the Ace of Swords came out here. There were some energies that you talked to that were recording everything, video recording everything, right? Even had people spying on you. See these energies right here? Some of y'all may have picked up, if y'all got home cameras or whatever, you could have picked up on some energies and didn't even realize you picked up on some energies. But something caused you to pull that sword out and cut them off. Because they absolutely would have blindsided you. And you would absolutely been disappointed. Like, I cannot believe. You can be like, I can't even believe they're working with so-and-so, but something in your spirit told you something's not right about something. I don't know who I'm talking to, but something is not right about something, right? So, but somebody, whoever this energy is, somebody is coming to you. Somebody's going to come to you, and they're going to assume that you're going to judge them, but they won't. You're not going to judge them. And what's really sad about this whole situation here, Cancer, is that you have all of these emotional connections around you. These are people who say they love you, all of this other stuff, who knew all of this stuff, these secrets, and didn't say this. This is why you're pulling out a sword and you're cutting a lot of people off, because these people knew certain things that was going on around. These are dark wolf energies, and didn't say one word to you. Not one. Something had to come from a complete stranger. Something had to come from a complete stranger. A complete stranger. So I feel like in meekness, I feel like you are going to, you will, like I said, just be praying for, just like be praying for people's strength. That's it. Yeah, because people were just being real shady. People were being real shady about you and about them. Right here is the Page of Wands here. So some information is going to come to you. And some sources cooking up something nice. You're going to have something new. You're going to feel free. Or somebody's going to feel free finally. Here's, somebody's going to feel free. And this is the I feel. So this is your card right here. They're going to feel free. You're going to feel free. But some information is going to come, to you. But some people were being real shady about you, about them, about a belief system and all of this other craziness going on. But somebody's going to feel free. Just like you free. Like you free. But you're going to feel free. They feel free. And that's all that matters. Really, that's in the big scheme of things. There's no judgment whatsoever. You feel free, they feel free. I am valued by my community. I am valued by my community. Whatever community that is, but you're valued. But yeah. Hopefully this has been helpful. I do see somebody getting married either in a job or married in a romantic sense. So congratulations to you. And I do see you journaling. From now on, I see you journaling. I don't see you just saying, I got a belief about it. I see you slowing down, and I see you journaling. Not just in your feelings, because you're the I feel sign. Not just in your emotions about something. I see you starting to journal from now on. That's what I see. That's what I see for somebody. I see you journaling from now on. It's a good thing. Yeah, love, right? So divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself. Yeah. Only love itself. So I definitely see you journaling. Yeah, but when you get all these energies around you that know certain things and they're not telling you things, those are absolutely energies you do not ever want to be around. I'm telling you, they just telling everybody that you're mentally ill, you did something that you need to be put in a mental institution for, and all of this other mess, being shady about who you dated, and they got young adults co-signing on stuff like, yeah. So yeah, you definitely valued by energies, but that's what I see for you all. Hopefully, like I said, I see you journaling about your downloads. Here we have believe in the impossible. Yeah, something about your energy only comes across once in a blue moon. Somebody, you're incredibly smart. You have a highly spiritually gifted, and people know it. People know how spiritually gifted you are. So clean your space. Clean your space. Somebody is coming to you. Somebody is coming to you. Somebody has been real shady, really, really shady. Like I said, stuff is done behind your back without your, it's a clearing. So as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. So yeah. Yep. So. Yeah, there was definitely an organization. All they cared about was winning. And somehow disciplining you. There's a method to this. This is a method. They were very methodical about something. So that's what I have for you all. Hopefully this has been helpful. Like I said, your number is make magic. Your desires are in your hand. You're very generous and kind with everyone. But like I said, I see somebody getting married either in business or getting married in love. And so you're definitely going to be praying for someone's strength. You're going to be praying for someone's strength. And because some things were done behind their back, but it was also some things were done behind your back. So that's what you have in common. Like I said, from now on, somebody's going to stop believing stuff that you hear about people and how they make their money just because you're just confused. So you have a lot of, like I said, you're going to clean your space. You're going to start journaling more, getting some downloads. I feel like this is really going to bring out the divine masculine in both men and women cancers. I feel like you all are going to, if you're talking to people on a regular basis, I don't feel like if it's something that's sacred, it's not going to go beyond you and them. You're not recording conversations that you're going to say, some information came across me. I heard such and such. I just want to just clear it up. We talk on a regular basis. I just want to make sure, are you safe? If bare minimum, are you safe? For real, like that would be compassionate, right? But anyway, that's what I see for you in your cards. Hopefully this has been helpful for somebody. But like I said, you have a lot of blessings coming across your path. You've definitely had some energies who have been meticulously paying a lot of attention to everything that you're doing. They are responsible for your money being lowered, somebody's money being lowered significantly, and sending someone home to you as a way of them being shady. Again, like I said, these are energies you're not talking to anymore. You moved on. So yeah, some energies definitely. Okay, you know what? We'll make so-and-so responsible for them. That's what they're saying. That's what this is like. Somebody saying, we'll make this young person responsible for them because mentally something's not right. That's what, like I said, it's, what this is kind of giving me? What's the person, the talk show host, this did a radio such for somebody. It's not everybody, but that's what this is kind of sort of giving me for some people. But that's what I see for you all. But this is happening to you, and it's happening to somebody else that you have in common with. You have this in common with somebody. So, like I said, it's going to make a whole lot of people think before they are so fuzzy upstairs and thinking, this could never happen to this person, and it's happening right in your face, right? So, It could be your spouse, it could be your kid, your adult kids, it could be your parents, it could be anybody that these energies that feel like, okay, for these energies to do something, okay, we gotta get this young person in there that they're gonna be familiar with some, we're gonna assign them to do something. So something was done behind your back that you were not, aware of. So let me see, 6, yeah, some things were done. So that's what I have for you. So again, continue making magic. And I do see, like I said, your money growing significantly. But yeah, so people spend a lot of time putting some stuff together. This is methodical for sure. So spend some time cleaning your space, journaling, believing in the impossible, because in a lot of ways, for some of you all, it's going to be a prayer answered and it's already come to you, but it's the way that it's being done. And so it's for you, it's you'll see. You'll see. That's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.